Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the 12th of April, meaning that it's the 12th episode, and yeah, you saw that I didn't actually make any progress, but in all fairness, I was doing really well at the beginning. So you can see 3 wins in a row, then 2 losses, then win, then loss, then win, and then 2 losses. And yeah, this is first duel, and today I was very close to get to Platinum 1, so I was 1 win away, and then I got to the losing streak, which is very bad. Yep, anyway, I'm going first, and my hand it's very weird. Yep, every time you draw Engraver that hand is already really bad. And yeah, my opponent uses Perulia, I use a Zamina, they also chain Maxi. And I was like, okay, I will give you 1 draw for Sylvia and set the Stygian. Yep, so I have Maxi and Sylvia. They try to use Ash Blossom on Maxi, but I negate the Ash Blossom. Probably bad, but yeah, I wanted Maxi to resolve. So yeah, attack, summon the Rico had the Rotary, Rotary effect, summon itself to summon the Q summons the Mix, by the way, I think I am learning the Q tunes, so they have 4 main deck monsters, and they all have the same effect where you can use them from the hand for a synchro summon. And they have a monster effect, on the summon, and also when they're used as a synchro effect, as a synchro material. So I'm learning a bit about the deck. So yeah, anyway, they just gave me like 5 freaking cards. They use the clip, go for remix. Now use to pop the Rhino, by the way, which is kind of crazy, and also use the Loudness War to pop the Stygian as well, which was crazy. Anyway, since my board is empty, I can use Fuvulus. And I add back to Ash Blossom, some of the Q tune RS. This is a negate, any negate. Okay, use the talents, then negate with RS, which was like, okay, I still have plays, I have Mutiny. They use the Q tune Synchro. This card, by the way, is so freaking busted. Like, it's a Rota, and it can also dodge out interruptions. By the way, look at my draw. Using Aerial Eater. They bounce my Aerial Eater, but that doesn't matter. Use the Mutiny. Add back the Mutiny, use the Cross out. Set all 3. Use Launcher, and bring back Archfiend Necromancer. Archfiend effect. My opponent uses Ash Blossom. Okay, I guess. Go to the battlefield just to get Archfiend off the board, so I can use it. So I can bring it back with Necromancer. They use the Q tune B2B. Use Archfiend, grab the Reaper. They have already used the Q tune Loudness War, so use the Reaper, bring back Necromancer. By the way, I could have made Wave Hacking Caesar here, because they're both level 6s. But anyway, I just went for Underworld Goddess, negate both of them. Go for Requiem, summon the Lacrima, Engraver, shuffle back the Underworld Goddess so I can use her again, and my opponent surrendered. So the Q tunes are kinda crazy, because you cannot really negate them on the field, right? Because they can just synchro summon using the tuners from the hand. This is the second duel, by the way. And so at least I'm thinking for now is that you don't want to negate the kill tunes. You actually want to I mean, you do want to negate them, but you want to destroy that monster on the field so they don't have the tuner. I think that's very, very important. So anyway, this is the Runic. Drawing areas, by the way, crazy. Activate Fountain, activate Messenger Piece, use talents to set Upstart. I was like, sure bro, I guess. Yep, anyway, drawing to the Bellstar, that's such a great draw, because that will bait at least one interruption, and yeah, look at look at what I just banished. Wedge Temple and Buyo. Both of my very important cards, especially because they have 2 Sengenjin, and I can send 1 Sengenjin with its effect, right, to summon itself. Yep, add the Golem. Yep, use the Deception, send the Sengenjin. So yeah, luckily I did have Deception, which is great. Yep, anyway, go for, yeah, the Arcilago effect, add the Wanted. So yeah, these banishes were super unfortunate. The next 3 weren't that bad, because Troll, sure. Golem, I already have Golem, and yeah, the Bellstar, yeah. So yeah, anyway, I banished the Fountain, summoned the Sylvia, used the Wanted to draw 1. Drawing Imperm, yeah, that's completely fine. Yep, go for Close Heaven, then Requiem, summon the Lacrima. Yep, Engraver. So yeah, summon the Engraver, use the Requiem, yep, send the what's her name, the Hugin, yep, use the Sequence, yep, go for Lucy. Lucy's gonna pop the Messenger of Peace, but I cannot attack directly because I have used the Espilitonite to banish the Fountain. So yeah, anyway, I use Launcher, discard Archfiend, use Launcher to bring back Archfiend effect. Yep, grab the Reaper, go for Crush Ship, now use the Reaper, bring back Archfiend, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Yep, Crush Ship is just gonna bring back any monster. Yep, add the Necromancer. Yep, a Baokyu. Yep, didn't even use my normal summon, so I can use it on Necromancer. Bring back Archfiend again, add the second Launcher. Go for Close Heaven again. Use Launcher, bring back Archfiend and Necromancer. And yeah, I was really in a really good spot. Yep, add the Barrier. And yeah, I pass on Sylvia, Baokyu, Barrier, Imperm, but my opponent plays the Winged Dragon of Ra, I guess, and they just set 2 cards, and I was like, okay, this is easy TK, but they use the there can be only 1, then Rivalry, but yeah, I just give the Lucy just popped the there can be only 1, and yeah, my opponent surrenders. So yeah, that was very easy. This is the 3rd duel. And here I'm going first again. And again, this is a good hand, but also kind of weird because I already have the Wedge Temple and the Golem. So yeah, I use Golem, summon itself, use the Sengenjin, they ash the Sengenjin, but I have the call by. So yeah, the Sengenjin resolves. Yep, not gonna add the Golem or Sengenjin because I wouldn't be able to get it out of my hand. So anyway, Lacrima send Engraver. Yep, Engraver effect. Summon it, then summon the Sequence. I think the summons the no, they actually negate it with Effect Veiler, but yeah, I still have Mutiny. Yep, send the Aerial Eater. No, summon the Aerial Eater, send Ares effect. Add Archfiend because just to add it back with Mutiny. Yep, anyway, I do have the Necromancer, bring back Archfiend effect. Grab the Launcher, go for Underworld Goddess. Yep, then use Launcher, bring back Necromancer and Archfiend. Yep, Archfiend here, Necromancer, Archfiend, grab the Reaper. Yep, go for Close Heaven. Yep, use Necromancer again, Archfiend effect again. Yeah, add the second Necromancer, go for a Baokyu. Discard the Necromancer, bring back the Underworld Goddess, because she's actually kind of good as a end board. So anyway, Necromancer, Archfiend again. Yep, add the second launcher, I think. Yep, second launcher, go for Cross Ship. Yep, and yeah, my opponent surrenders. So yeah, I think that at this point, I was one win away from getting to plat 1. But yeah, you'll see this duel. So this is the 4th duel. And here I'm going first, and yeah, look at my hand. What can I do except deception? Yeah. So yeah, I use the deception, send the full loss, but yeah. Oh my god, I freaking hate Ash Blossom, by the way. And yeah, talents draws me into Buyo and Kolbai, which are not bad, but when I have nothing, no starters, nothing, then they're kinda mid, to be honest with you. And yeah, of course my opponent draws the 1-for-1, summons the Cupsy, then yeah, summons the Snatchy, Field Spell, the Cupsy Yamiway, add 2. And here I was like, okay, where should I use the Kolbai? I cannot really use it on the when my opponent used the Field Spell, because they already had the surprise. So yeah, I used the Kolbai here, but yeah, they can just negate it with Herald. And yeah, used Herald effect and the Marshmallow. Yep, the Herald is of course gonna add the Habakiri, and yeah, I have no interruptions left. And yep, the Ritual. Yep, use the Ritual, send 2. Yeah, I just cannot understand how is this little engine just that broken, because you played 2 Habakiri, 1 Prayer, so it's limited, right? 1 Ritual maybe, and yeah, I just scoop. Yeah, toxic engine still. Yeah, they should just either ban Habakiri or do something like drastic, I don't know, ban Saji or something. Yeah. So yeah, here was I'll lose. Then this was the 5th duel. Yeah, spoiler alert, I lost in this duel again, even though I went first. And yeah, my hand is actually decent. So Sangajin, Thrust, Deception. I really did have 2 starters and extenders, but yeah. Sangajin, Golem adds the Wedge Temple. Yep, use the Wedge Temple, place the Archfiend and Sangajin, go for Close Heaven. Yep, then Requiem effect, summon the Lacrima, sending Graver, then using Graver. Yep, shuffle the Close Heaven, go for Sequence. Yep, but this is just standard Fiendsmith plays. Yep, they use the Imperm immediately on Sequence, which is like, okay. Yep, use Deception, tribute off. They use Ash Blossom on Deception, which was actually a really good Ash, because I was thinking that they didn't have Ash Blossom, because they would have negated the Requiem or the Sangajin or Golem, right? But yeah, anyway, my opponent starts with Fenrir, then yeah, the Magistus, the Spenta, this card is so fucking broken, by the way. I was testing her as well when she was released in the OCG, and she was really good. Yep, anyway, yeah, they used the Druid Worms and the Sequence, summon the Requiem, they banish the Deception, pop the Barrier, use the Requiem, and yeah, they can just negate with Barone. And yeah, I have 4k, which is more than enough. But yeah, my opponent BMs, and yeah, I just scoop here because bro, you have 5k damage. So yeah, here I was actually 3 wins away then from plat 1. Here's the 6th duel, and again I'm going first, and yeah, look at my hand. Wow, this is just like summon Archfiend, set 4, pass. And yeah, I just do exactly that. And unironically, this is actually a very strong board, because I have 3 interruptions, 2 Omni Negates, and a Kolbai. Yep, and I play against KEWL Toons, and what did I learn is that I actually want to get the KEWL Toons out of the board. So yeah, they cannot extend. Drawing Imperm, sure, I guess. Yep, they use the clip. Yep, synchro on my turn. Summon the crackle. Yep. Then the clip effect. Banish Lucy. Banish the Doom Dragon. Yep, use the deception. Send Archfiend. Add the Hell'Dezamina. They draw, but that's completely fine. I didn't use my callback because I can just go for Sylvia, and Sylvia is gonna be a Omni Negate, and also even though the Crackle has 38, I can just imperm it. So yeah, they try to run over the Sylvia, but I use the imperm, so I decrease all of its attack, and yeah, they just pass their turn. And here we are in a very simplified game state. I use the battle phase, yep, get over the Crackle. Yep, they use the Crackle, summon itself, banish the Hacking Caesar and Doom Dragon, but yeah, they just come back to the extra deck until the end phase. Yep, they use the Maxi. I really don't understand why they should have just kept the Maxi in their hand. Yep, and I go draw Golem, add the Wedge Temple. They draw again, but yeah, actually this time I use the Sylvia because I can just shuffle her back to the extra deck, add back the Hell'Dezamina, send the Deception, then have Sylvia again, or I could have some the Arcelago, add the Wanted, so yeah, that would have unlocked the whole deck. So yeah, my opponent surrendered. Here's the 7th duel. And again, I'm going first, and just look at this hand. It's Golem, but also, yeah, Golem resolves, but that's Wedge Temple, and Wedge Temple has no monsters to play, so yeah, this is just atrocious hand. Brother in Christ. I know that Launcher is probably the best Infernity card, but Brother in Christ, when I just draw double Launcher, Reaper, it just sucks. And by the way, I'm playing against Mitsurugi, and of course my opponent draws the freaking limited prayers to stop the Saji from being banished by Kolbai. So yeah, that was unfortunate, and yeah, they are just gonna UTK me, and yeah, this is Mitsurugi Raizil, which is even more toxic. So they had the X and the sword, right? Yep, summon the Murakumo, wipe the Golem. Yep, Habakiri, add the mirror. Yep, I think, yeah, they already have game, by the way. Yep, summon the Futsu, then Habakiri, sorry, Murakumo. Yep, and this is, yeah, I think it's, 10k damage, come on. Yeah, too much. This is the 8th duel. And again, I'm going first, and the problem isn't that when I start, I really do well, but that's the problem. You can see that, yeah, my opponent negates the Golem, and now I cannot get this Golem out of my hand, so that was a very big issue. So I was like, okay, is there a card that can discard card? And there was, but it's about you, and I need at least one more material, and here I think I do, yeah, with Mutiny I get to Duke of Demise. Duke of Demise can just get out the full loss out of my hand. Yep, go for Wave Hacking Caesar, probably a bit early, because I definitely should have went for the About Q, then discard the Golem, and yeah, this was probably a misplay. But I was like, okay, I have Golem as a follow-up, I have SP Little Knight, I have Wave Hacking Caesar, but yeah, anyway, yeah, I used the SP Little Knight just to get out the mix from the board. But yeah, of course they have the Rotary just summons the Q, they use the Ghost Ogre or Wave Hacking Caesar, but yeah, the Q also gets negated, and yeah, they pass their turn, and yeah, they just scoop, because they know that I have the Mutiny, I have the Golem as a follow-up, I have SP Little Knight, and yeah, and also Duke of Demise, I think. So yeah, so much follow-up. This is the 9th duel. Again, I'm going first, and the Bellstar, Engraver again, yeah, but every time I draw Engraver, brother in Christ, I don't know, bro. I don't really want to add another Engraver and Tract and then Lorry, so Lorry is another brick. So I really don't know what to do with Finsmiths. I was actually thinking about even cutting them from the main deck so I can just, you know, use the Close Heaven, Sequence Requiem. So when I use the, you know, Close Heaven Requiem, I just need one more monster to get to Sequence, and then I have 2 Light Fiends anyway. So maybe I could cut the Finsmiths entirely, but that's also a problem because the Finsmiths are really good at making 2 bodies from 1 card. From Requiem you get to Lacrima, then Engraver, and Engraver is also really good going second. And yeah, my opponent is playing KEWL Toons and I just scoop because yeah, I have nothing basically. Yeah, and this is the final duel for today. And I'm going first again. So yeah, in the past few episodes I have really been going first a lot. But what can I do when I just draw double Fulos, Heiress, Wanted and the Bellstar? So they are basically redundant. So I use Deceptions and the Heiress. Yeah, they add the Deception. Which was like, okay, I go for Close Heaven. At least do something with the Finsmiths. Requiem. Summon the Lacrimas and Engraver. Yep. Go for the Sequence, yep. Yep, they use the Izuna immediately. Like they shotgun that. And then Lupus shotgun. Yeah, they go for Nash Knight. Yep, immediately suck up the Sequence. And I was like, bro, chill. Like, whoa. And yeah, I was like, yeah, if they go for the Umbrella Horror, which they are, if they pop the Deception, I can just use Fulos then. And yep, they use the Umbrella Horror. I use Fulos immediately. Yep, they go for the Battle Fates, I use the Lacrima. And the UI doesn't let me use the Requiem, which is so freaking infuriating if I draw a monster. But yeah, I just draw a Launcher, yep, use Engraver, and yeah, I forget that, yeah, Umbrella Horror is broken card. And yeah, I just scoop. So yeah, those were the duels for today. Very tiring duels, to be honest with you, and very frustrating because I was very close to Plat 1 and now I'm in, basically I have done no progress whatsoever, which is frustrating. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I get to Plat 1. If I don't, maybe in 2 days, but we'll get there for sure. So yeah, that's it gonna be for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, see you soon, and goodbye.